What's up, everybody? Come on in. Come on in. Oh, it doesn't let me do anything else. That's interesting. Hmm. My. Huh. How dare them? What's up, everybody? Come on in and hit that like button for me. TGIF. It is Friday. Yes, it is. Friday. Some of y'all was now you're rich. What's up, Mari? What is it? Oh, that's funny. What's up, Mari? Princess. How y'all doing? Oh, okay. That's funny. Later this evening, I got a special guest for y'all that might pop on and chat with me for a while. What's up, Ray? Let me see what they say. Prince James is in the house. J. Rochelle Chapman, Matt Chutch Disease. What's up, Marcellus? Well, I don't know why we want to call you something else, but your name is Marcellus. I'll be wanting to call you something else. Weather is beautiful today. Yes, it is. Inspires in the house. Inspire is in the house. What's up, Deshaun? See you in a while. Good to see you. Hope everybody's having a good Friday. My work week is officially done, but you know how that goes. Always do some independent cover. Yeah, there you go. Watch your video on McClendon. Excellent work. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. One dude at work keeps switching up and being. Oh, I don't know about that. Yeah, my mods. Get ready. We're on. We're on this deal here. YouTube vertical. So they come on in here. Yes, they do. Sister Hamilton is in the house. Good to see you. Also. So, are you guys ready for the holidays? That's the question of the hour. Are you ready for the holidays? We got to watch it because they'll skip over Thanksgiving before we even know it. Thanksgiving will be done and we'll be right at Christmas. And remember, we fall backwards Saturday night. We're going to lose an hour, right? We lose an hour or gain an hour. I know we fall backwards. So don't forget. I know our phones and everything, they do that by themselves. What's up, Joshua? But remember that we do have a time change, daylight saving time or whatever it is. Yeah. So you almost we gain an hour. Okay. Yeah, because backwards. So when it's really 12, it's really 11. Okay, okay, we gain. We gain. One time I was late and I think that was in the spring. Yep. I was late to church. Missed the first service and I was the music director. Missed the first service. I don't know why nobody called me. Your first grandchild is due before Christmas. Oh, that's really cool. Congratulations. Double tap the screen for me, everybody. Please double tap that screen. Atlanta is in the house. What's up, Atlanta? Atlanta is busy between Kamala and the homecomings going on, and all the homecomings, Morehouse, and I think Spelman, some other HBCUs are having their homecoming this week, right? It is busy in Atlanta. What's up, T Danielle? What I'm saying is, are you ready for holidays? Not only ready, to spend a whole bunch of money, but ready mentally. So we're not falling into those emotional traps that we can fall into during the holiday season. Uh oh. Mm, I don't know about that. Mm, 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 mm. Thank you, Inspire. People coming in here trying to drop fake news. No, y'all don't believe it. People be coming in here dropping fake news. Inspire got them out of here. No, 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 nothing like that. We definitely would have heard that way by now. Greetings from Saudi Arabia. What's up, Saudi Arabia? Why God is trash? God is not trash, but I guarantee you, Inspire's gonna kick you out of here. I guarantee you that. But God is not trash. Yeah. So yeah, people come on these lives and they want attention. So we got to get them out of here before they get that attention. Sharp. Hold on. Mm, let's see here. They got released. Yeah, they got released up out of here. We get them out of here real quickly, real quick, like. Yeah, yeah. They come in here. Marcellus, have you done any of the vertical lives? You know they be in there tripping. Ain't they a mess? These trolls. They be. I mean, it's like somebody is paying them. Is Google paying y'all to come in here and get some stuff cracking in our chats? Maybe Google's paying them. I don't know. I don't know who's paying these people. Yeah, but get up out of here. Great and mighty is he. Da, 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 da. Great and mighty is he. Uh Nola girl is in the building. What's up, Nola girl? But anyway, yeah, it's like the holidays are coming up really quickly. Yeah, it feels actually really good today. Really good. Yeah. It's just you probably can get some different audience, some different subscribers, Marcellus, you know. Out of every 20, maybe 10 of them will be like real subscribers, you know? So who knows? What's up, Nicola? Nicola is in the house. Know a friend have blue eyes and blonde hair now. Is he okay? Listen. Check out Jimmy Swagger's mini. Why'd I want to check them racist people out? We got enough of Donnie, International Man of Mystery. We got enough of him. We don't need to check him out no more. We are fully aware and clear on the stance of those swaggarts over there, okay? You don't correct and rebuke the black church. Rebuke your daddy. Get Morris out of here. Ain't no monkey behind me. You know, they come in, they throw out monkey. That's their key word. They finna start being racist. Why didn't say there was a bird behind me? Why didn't say there was a squirrel behind me? You got to say there's a monkey behind me. What'd you say? About to get some gas and food. You gas and food, you hug. Oh yeah, we're aware of Donnie Swagger. Not interested in that ministry over there at all. Mm-mm. Yeah. So, but I think I'm going to be doing some holiday cooking and cooking lives. So I would love to, have other people on while I'm cooking. Maybe we're all cooking the same thing. Wouldn't that be nice? Maybe we'll all cook some sweet potato pie or um, I don't know, cook some oxtails. What reason have they done? Go and check out the last video of Donnie Swaggart as he's rebuking the black church. Okay, and you come back and let me know what you think. Get out of here. What's up, Promise Manifested? More like Mag. Yeah, someone is trolling mad. Church disease. Yeah, they trolling. Yeah, cocktails. Yeah, just we just winding down. Long work week. You know how that go. Yeah, so like we can online bake it like a sweet potato pie, or if I make that, somebody else make another dessert. I would love to see what my saints and what my people can do. You know, prop you up a camera, click on that live stream app, and just go to cooking. We'll just talk and figure out what goes out. Were you in the show Workaholics? Yeah, that was me. That was me. What's up, CBBJ? Good to see you. Praise reports. Yeah. Banana pudding stuffing. That's banana pudding stuffing or banana pudding and stuffing. That's interesting. Mac and cheese would be great. Yep. Mm-hmm. Having tacos food is listen here. Yeah, everybody. I was in Mimi's Cafe. I was checking out. I was gonna get some muffins, but they didn't have the lemon muffins that I like. And I was seeing that their sides, they said their sides for Thanksgiving, and it's like $100 for their sides. I was like, that's wild. I remember getting their sides, and it was like maybe in 50, $60. But like if you want to get their sides, just their sides for Thanksgiving, it was like almost $100, like 90 something bucks. Yeah. Double tap the screen for me, everybody. Stuffed what is that? I don't know what that is, Nola girls. Merlotins? Stuffed merlotins. I don't know about that. What's up, Regina, out of the Juice Radio and Talk Show? Mm, she is Indian. Uh-oh, I think you're on your way out, International Man of Mystery. I don't know what you're talking about. Who Indian? You talking about Kamala? Oh, you talk about listen. It sounds like Ruth Chris. Listen here, right? And that was Mimi's sides. Yeah, if any, I'm gonna pay $100 for some sides. You gonna give me at least Chris and Fleming's Millie Tones. Oh, okay. Stuffed Millie Tones. I'm gonna have to. When are you gonna do a recipe book, man? Do I have time to do a recipe book? Okay. Okay. Cool. We may have a guest. Y'all stand by. Inspire. Inspire. Hold on. Let me send them the link. Copy. Hold please. Uh, Paste. There we go. All right. Who's up in the building? Diva Law. What's up, Diva Law? You getting ready for that Halloween costume challenge tonight? That ought to be a mess. That's gonna be funny. Justin's in the house. What's up, Justin? Thank you for being a member, Justin. Appreciate you, man. Every time I see you come through, gotta thank you. And all the other members that, you put in your time. You put your time in over here at the St. James Show. Hmm. Yeah, if you're watching the replay. Yeah. Well, hit that like button. Yeah, so yeah, I was thinking maybe we can do something like that. Venezuela. Come on, Venezuela. Um, Yeah, that'll be a good challenge. I mean, I'm going to have my thankful singing panel. We'll have that also. during the Thanksgiving uh, era holiday. Were you over at Wilson's pretty late? I was over at Wilson's last night. Oh, Pastor, we were just over there yapping. You know, he get to talking. He'll get to telling the same stories he done told already. But you just listen. It's fun over there, though. Hmm. What's up, K. Rich? Hmm. But like I said, not only do we need to get prepared for holiday, but we need to get our minds prepared. We know a lot of feelings happen over the holiday, whether it's be lost of a loved one, or loneliness and all that. So make sure that you just walk into the holidays with your eyes open, knowing that you don't want to go into the same type of atmosphere or type of feeling that you tap into every year around this time. Start thinking of something else you can do. If it's going out of town on the holidays, or just doing something different, make being intentional with getting with people that you can be happy around. you know Everybody is not going to be with their families and things for holidays. So I think that's a time for you to kind of connect with some people who just need some companionship or some friendship during that time. Yes, volunteer, feed the home. Because feeding the homeless and volunteer, you'll see that your situation isn't as bad as it seems to you. Visit a nursing home. You're talking about people that are older. Families are probably all gone, or families don't even come to see about them. You can be that bright light in a time where you believe that you have a gloomy cloud over your life because of the holidays and what they may bring. You can actually be a bright light to someone else. Yeah, yeah. It feels extremely good to feed the homeless. I've done it during Thanksgiving, Christmas. I've done it. And let me tell you, it and you don't do it just to pat yourself on the back, but you do it really to get your mind off of maybe situations that you're going through, or just a reminder that we can't live this thing all year. Then the holidays comes and we don't believe nothing that we've lived and nothing that we've talked about, nothing that the preacher has preached to us during the year. We forget it all in the during the holidays. You know, Socks, blankets, yes, yeah. And definitely, we're going to pray for him. We pray for him all the time. But Carrington, but my thing is, what's coming. You know the feelings and the emotions that come. You know, don't just walk into it. Let's figure out a way how we can shuffle that thing around where we're not falling into the same emotional roller coaster every holiday. And it doesn't take away the feelings that we have for lost loved ones. But I think, you know, we have to continue to live. Yeah. Take action right now. Yeah. Yeah. So think of that. Think of the nursing home, as they say. Think of the feeding the homeless. Think of dropping off socks, creating, you being the spear, the head of creating a drive, a sock drive, a blanket drive, because we can all sit at home and say, woe is me, and really think about the good old days, the good times. But we have to start thinking about the future. And we're not here just for our feelings, we're here to uplift other people as well. And you're right. Yes. Think of the goodness. Yeah. And I know it sounds so cliche, but you really have to think about where you've come from. You know, you really do. But see, people don't think that's the Christian duty. We say Christian, we don't want to. really break that thing on to being Christ-like. We don't like to say that because we have to. It makes us have to act. It makes us have to, you know, do something. Hey, what's up, Wilson? Call a person, take them out to dinner. If you are not close to them, ask someone how they are coping. Yes, that's a great thing too, because you never know, that dinner that you take someone out to can change the whole direction of where they were going for that holiday season. Hmm. Yeah, forget what Keon says. He talking rubbish. We giving to the poor. We're giving to the needy. We're doing that around here. I don't know what he's doing over there at Lighthouse and all that foolishness, but over here we are giving to the less fortunate. We're giving hand ups. We're not just giving handouts. And when you give it to them, you don't just give it. Give it to them with an encouraging word. Something, not a sermon, not a sermon. Here, I got these socks for you. Just want to let you know things will get better soon. Just put your trust in God. Things will get better. Just know someone's praying for you. Just know someone's thinking about you. Don't just give it away. When you're giving that food away, whether you're at the homeless shelters or whatever, when you're giving that food away, just speak something positive into their life. Yeah, it could have been me, could have been you. Come on, Walter told us, no clothes, no food, and even though Yvette Flunder said that this past Sunday, she quoted those thank you words. But he said, but you didn't see fit to let none of these things be. But you know what? And he saw fit to keep you here, and unfortunately maybe to take your loved one. But if he saw fit to keep you here, that means you have some work to do. You have some work to. And I remember, Marcellus, didn't you have a some kind of program where you gave away food and some other things? And I'm not sure if you're still doing that or not, but I heard you mentioning that. you know yeah, just be grateful, Deshaun. You have to, you know, when she quoted those words coming out of the person who penned those words, even though Walter wrote it, Yvette Flunder, explained them words to us. It could have been us. No clothes, no food, outdoors, but you didn't see fit to let none of these things be, because every day by your power. And that's the thing about it. If he's keeping us here, if he's giving us grace and mercy on a daily basis, if he's renewing it for us, then that means we are supposed to be here. But we're not just supposed to be here and just to exist. We're supposed to be here and to, be a help to others. That's what it's all about. And I know it sounds kind of weird, and it's not too shady and too messy. But when I was thinking about that today, I was like, man, these holidays are really coming up quick. But we don't have to be in the same, type of mind frame that we usually are. We just don't have to do that. You know, I don't do Christmas shopping. I stopped that for years. Jesus, but yeah, listen, and people have their thoughts on Christmas, but I think these holidays is when we have an opportunity to kind of focus on giving back. I like when the associate minute comes out. Every now and then, the church makes me earn my keep, Ray. But I was just really thinking about that because I thought about, okay, oh man, we fall backwards. We're gaining an hour, so it's that time this weekend, and we're Halloween is gonna. We don't focus on Halloween. Halloween's Halloween. I don't get too deep with Halloween. Actually, at Halloween night, I'm going to a premiere of a play that I'm going to be talking about with the cast late tonight. So I'm going to be doing a late live later on this evening to talk with the cast that's doing the play Chicken and Biscuits here at my Fresno State Black Theater, who I've worked with in the past as a music director. There's a play that they're doing, Chicken and Biscuits. So I'll be having some of the cast after the rehearsal this evening at the college. So they're going to come on and promote it for my folks around here. So yeah, so that'll be if some of you are up. It's going to be kind of late. It'll be probably 10 o'clock or so. West Coast. So if you're up, no, I support the local arts. I do that. Got to do more than just. You got to do things. You got to do stuff. Even with that during the holidays, find something in your area to go to. Not only the movies, but find a play or something that you can do that will just kind of keep your mind motivated and off of the reality of uh, life. Things are here, things are going to happen, things have happened, but it's up to us to live life more abundant. You can't just say Christ came to give us life and that more abundantly, but you just gonna sit there and wait for your abundant life. I'm waiting, Lord. I don't feel abundant yet. I'm waiting, Jesus. No, get up and do something and make your life abundant. Make your life satisfying. God has given us the power to really use the wisdom to orchestrate things in our life for ourselves and for our family. So don't wait for abundant life. Walk in your abundant life. That's what I walk in it. I walk into it every day. Yeah, we got to work, we got to earn money, we got to do this. But listen, I love to come outside like this and just chill out in my backyard and just breathe the fresh air. And that's this is living life abundantly to me, because there's many that don't have a home. There's a lot that can't afford a home. There's a lot that you know that just don't have. So I listen here, I'm grateful. I'm not braggadocious, I'm grateful. I guarantee you that I am grateful. See the black nutcracker. There's all kind of stuff to see, y'all. Hop in your doom buggy. If it's a little bit of an hour or so away from you, hop in your doom buggy and just go. Double tap the screen for me. You only got one life, Nola. Only one life. Yeah. Greetings from India. What's up? Yeah. You only have one life, y'all. Let me see if my guest is off the phone yet. Not yet. Okay. Y'all stay tuned now. hmm But I don't know. I kind of want to hear some, as we're going towards the Christmas. I'm even challenging myself. What can I do to make an impact on somebody's life this year? A real life changing impact. That's what we're here for. A real life changing impact. Like I said, it's not just about doing your part. It's about not only doing your part, but actually making your part impactful for somebody else. How is it going to impact their life in a positive way? Are we just giving just to pat ourselves on the back, or are we giving to fulfill the promise, or God's promise to us that if we give, he'll open up the windows of blessing of heaven and pour us out blessings that we won't have enough to receive. And it's not always about the monetary things. It could be about us sharing a good word, a life-changing word with someone. So we have to think we just got to start thinking differently. Even this whole Christian stuff, this whole church stuff, we think we just have to start thinking totally different than what we used to think. They have us thinking so long that your main focus is to make sure that the church building, the pastor, that entity is taken care of. That's your first. Some people used to do it before their family even was taken care of. I grew up in things like that where it seems like, no, you take care of the church first. If you take care of the church, God will take care of you. No, no, no. God is let's let's flip that thing around. Let's take care of family and the church will be taken care of. Okay. So I don't know. We just have so much, we have so much to be grateful for and thankful for. We really do. I wanted to be the biggest giver, but now I say to the church, I want to be the biggest giver. Yeah, come on now. Yeah, it's one thing about being the biggest giver monetarily, but how can I be the biggest giver in regards to love, the biggest giver in regards to showing grace and mercy to other people, and how can I give back that way? Yeah, Mm, yeah. So that's important. Hmm. My. Mm. Mm, my God. Uh-oh. I missed something. Hold on, y'all. Yeah. Let's see. I could we're out of debt with debt-free advice. Oh, that's wonderful advice. How many of the people really need that? So we can stop getting back into the same rut that we're in, right, K Rich? It's good to give some people money to pay off a debt, but if you don't give them the wisdom to stay out of debt or don't get back into debt, or it ain't gonna do no good. Yeah. Mm. Regina, I love all the gifts God has continually given to me: life, family, love, food, financial blessings, good health, a right mind, and so much more. My goodness, yes, yes, yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. How can I say thanks? Come on, Ray. Get on that piano. Get on the piano there, Ray. Tune up for me. Throw me in what we do that in? Can we do that in D flat, C sharp? Hmm. To God be the glory for the things he has done. Man, Andre wrote a song, didn't he? He wrote a song right there. Grab the personalized plan. Break everything down and grab the personalized plan. Good, the good. That's really good. That's really good. K Rich. Hmm. Yeah, so what else is going on around here? Not much is going on. Things are pretty quiet. We're just ready. We are ready for the voting to happen and be over. These two are the best. Yeah, yeah. This is what we have. That's the choices we have. Data hoarder, you're probably a troll, but you're right. That's what we have. Hmm. When we think about this, Regina, it's like songwriters. Where are those songwriters that we had? Where are those Andre Crouches, those Walter Hawkins, those Edwins, those Thomas Whitfields, those? Whew, my God! Now we just have catchy tunes without much substance, just catchy tunes. Mm, yeah, I need to go to my mom's to see if my ballot is over there. When's it? November 5th. We should have the ballots by now. I don't know. Ray, do we have early voting in California? I don't know. I don't know if we do or not. I know we get. I mean, like I said, I'm dropping mine off at the election office. I'm not sending that through the mail. People they'll try to get you, y'all. Don't be no fool now. Don't walk in the dark. In the dark. Hmm. Vote for your senators. Like what someone was trying to break down. You do all this voting for Kamala, whoever, but if you don't have the right House and Senate, not a lot of stuff can pass. You gotta vote right, y'all. Hmm. You turned your in already. Okay, then I'm behind it. It must be at my mom's already then. She'll just put it on the table, and when I come over there, it'll be there. Let me ask. I'll call and ask if it's there. Oh, I'm taking it to dinner Sunday. I'll go over there Sunday and grab it. I try to take my mom to dinner at least once a week, or once every 2 weeks. She be acting like she busy. Yeah, what? What are you doing? Well, my daughter come over today. I said, now where are you going? She going with my nieces. They going to with her cousins. They going to see somebody by the name of Rodway. Y'all know who that is? Who's Rodway? Let me see who that is. Some artist. Rodway. Oh no. Come on. Oh, Rod Wave. That what it is? Rod Wave. Don't tell me, get me to lie. Oh yeah, he is a guy. She said my niece likes him. My daughter was like, I'm just going because she like it. Like him. Oh, he a big old kaboof kaboof. Okay. I didn't know nothing about him. uh, yeah, being a kid that believed in working outside of the church. He worked at the railroad, took care of it. Come on now. Yeah. Yeah. hmm Yeah, get the right Senate. A depressing singer. Oh, okay. Lord have mercy. And my niece show don't need to be going over there this evening. She need the Holy Ghost. hmm Oh, my niece needs the Holy Ghost. Yes, she does. It seems like they just everything, just every wave of doctor in these folk. Whew, my goodness. Yeah. Oh yeah, promises manifested. It's totally different these days. They don't believe in none of that work, that foolishness. That's why you have all these PPP people who's going to jail now, going to prison. They wanted quick money. Come to find out, it wasn't free. It was quick, but it wasn't free. And they knocking on the doors. Now, Trump can stay out of prison all day long. But you PPP people, y'all going to jail, and that quite quickly. Ain't that a mess? My country, 'tis of thee, my God. But listen, if there's a God that I know, if the God I know was who he really is, come on now. Payday's coming after a while because some folks have put their time in. So now payday is on the way. Now how you gonna get paid is up to you. How that's gonna happen is up to you. You gonna reap bountifully? It's up to you. hmm By God. So what's going on this weekend? What's everybody doing? Anybody got a hot date tonight? Anybody found a new love? I'm looking for a new love. Did you find that new love? Are you going out tonight? What you doing this weekend? You going out of town? What is this? It's really nothing major. Where's the reunion tour tonight or this weekend? Mine is next Friday. I'll be in Oakland next Friday, I believe. Yeah, next Friday. Reunion tour is in Oakland, and I got my ticket in my hand. That's a shame they made that flyer of them Clark sisters looking like the witches of what's that? What movie was that? In prison bound, I understand why there's a need to acquire stuff because we see other people with stuff and think we got to get more stuff than they got. So we'll do whatever we want to do to get it. Lie, cheat, steal, but payday comes after a while. Going to Halloween Horror Nights with, oh my God, my friend goes every year at Universal Studios. My friend here goes every year. He's been going for since I can imagine. I told him, you just take each new girl, they just go every year, which he get a new chick every time. I think every time he go, he got a new chick going. Just go on, take her to your regular Halloween type of thing. Oh, they in Texas. Beyonce, Willie Nelson, and Kamala. Okay, well that's good. Yeah, so Universal. Okay, yeah, Universal. Yeah, I hear. Is it really good? I've never been. I've always said I wanted to go. Is it really scary, Ray? I remember we took my daughter to the Universal Studios when on a regular day. And thank you for being a member for 4 months, K. Rich. I appreciate it. We took on a regular Universal day, and the scary house that they have, or something they have at Universal. Lord, we had to get out of the side door. We felt like such bad baby. My baby was crying so bad. I think she was only about 6 or 5, 6 or 7. I don't know. She was really young. We couldn't believe we walked my baby through that thing. But we had to go out the side door and get out of there. It was just too scary for her. I was like, oh my goodness. Just way too scary. Mhm. Well, Inspire, I hope all of this works. I hope Beyonce singing, Samuel Jackson talk. I hope all of this works. I hate that we got to put a gimmick up in front of people to get them to do the right thing. That's what I hate about it. We got to put a Beyonce out. We got to put a Willie. Just vote and do the right thing. But I don't know. It's like 2015. I used to go every year. He go every year. The Epcot Wine and Cheese Festival is really nice. Oh my goodness, that sounds like a plan. Sounds like something I would love. I love going to Napa Valley, and going on those wine tastings and cheese, and that's always good. Voter turnout. Let's just hope they don't just go to hear no good singing and see Beyonce. Let's hope they put some action, and they're listening to actually why these people are coming out to sing for them and to support them. Ugh, how many more gimmicks do we need for y'all to not go back into slavery? We got to beg y'all to not go back into the civil rights, and we got to beg y'all to go have a choice how the women want to protect and deal with their own bodies. We gotta sing y'all. We gotta put up the court gestures, and woo, this is too much for me. We got to do all this just so you can have some good democracy to stay in place. My goodness. Disney went up. I don't care about Disney. Like I said, I go to 2 rides, and I'm done. I'll wait for everybody else. makes my makes me queasy. Those rides make me queasy. But yeah, crazy voter registration number and high early voter turnout. It may be a record. I see what you meant. I know you didn't type it right, but I see what you meant. That's good. But someone said, what was I looking at? And they were saying, I can't remember what they were saying. Oh, I think I was looking at TS and Craig. They were talking about how they went from county to county. I think it was TS and Craig, county to county in Georgia, and they were just talking about all the counties that were registered or voted and didn't, or something like that. So we're still having a problem, y'all. Get the senators and other seats. Yeah, the senators, y'all, they what they want to do, y'all. They want to put Kamala in, and then she don't have the Senate, or the seats, none of the seats, and nothing passes, so they can say she didn't do nothing. She ain't do nothing, you know. So y'all got to remember to not. It ain't about just the president, y'all. When y'all look at them ballots, look at your local senators. All right, look at your local representatives, your local district attorneys, all that plays. I just thought it was really interesting. Speaking of district attorneys, when I was watching the Menendez brothers uh, press conference yesterday, it's crazy how we've had all these African Americans and Hispanic and all that people of color. You listen. Oh, you did it? Yeah, dead. Appeals gone. Nothing. Who did we just have? Marcus Williams gone. They said, "Oh no, we got some new DNA." No, no, no. Somebody confess. He didn't do it. He didn't do it. He didn't do it. Dead. Sizzling. the way that those district attorneys and all those, people were greeting the Menendez family yesterday. They were coming up to them, they were hugging them, they were kissing them on their cheek. And I'm like, would they have done that for a black family who needed to be resentenced or anything like that? Would they have actually done that for a black family? Came and kissed them on their cheek and of course, yeah, they gonna walk. They getting out of there. They getting out of there. You still think the Menendez men lying? Well, at this point, Ryan Murphy got him out. I can tell you that. Ryan Murphy and his The Monsters documentary are getting them out. Bottom line, period, point blank, whatever. Ain't that the power of being Caucasian persuasion, the power of television, and the power of public opinion? He got them out, or is getting them out. So, but it made you think, like, okay, were they essayed by their father? Did the mother know? And the thing about it, when you start thinking about this, I thought it was so weird, so weird, so weird. But when I started thinking and started realizing that the Menendez boys were adopted, so there was no, when we want to talk about incest and stuff like that now, I don't even know if, I guess they were true brothers. I don't know. Maybe somebody knows. But, the Menendez wasn't a real mother and father. They was adopted. That was definitely Ryan Murphy's fault. Oh, it's very peaceful, Lola. Yeah. Hmm. Brother would have still been in there. Oh, the brothers would have been in there without any question. And with no district attorneys and all these other officials, court officials, and media people coming out, wouldn't be kissing on the family, hugging the family. They treated that Menendez family like, oh, we're just so sorry. We're just so. What about the other people y'all sizzled up and they were innocent? Crazy to me. It was just so wild. But that's what we live. That's the what we live in. Make sure you double tap that screen for me, everybody. What's up, Jamaica Queens? What y'all doing in Jamaica Queens? Mm, my God. So, but it's a peaceful weekend. I don't really have much planned. I was in the Bay Area last weekend, so I think I'm gonna chill out this weekend and go to church and do what I'm gonna do. You watched the entire trial, and what made me pause the time was the way we began spending the money. Listen here, they began spending that money like they had hit the jackpot. Like, ding dong, the witch is gone, the witch is dead. There was a lot of eye-opening things, but they can always turn that around and say, well, they suffered so long that was just a reaction that they had, to go out and spend the money and blah 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 blah. You know, Merck Boulevard, Heisa. What's Merrick Boulevard? What's that inspire? So they weren't adopted? Are you sure? Are you sure, Ray? 700,000 in 6 months. Mm-hmm. They was buying watches and condos, going out of the country, or Boulevard in Queen. Oh, okay. I forgot that's just your stomping ground over there. Hmm. I think mother over there being nosy. That's all right. I'll let her be nosy. She ain't got nothing else to do. Bless her heart. Yeah. So, man. Mm-mm-mm. What's up, La? Good to see you. Blessings, blessings, blessings to you. Yeah. So yeah, everybody, man, I just hope that everybody, as we approach the holidays, like I said, just think differently, and that we, do something different that we haven't done in times past that will uplift someone else, even if you're not feeling too uplifting yourself. It'll ricochet on you, and all of a sudden you'll start feeling better. And no one's trying to get you to not think about your loved ones that may not have been, that may be gone, or relationships that may not be anymore. No one's saying you shouldn't think about that, but you shouldn't dwell on it to the fact where you're depressed, where you're, just not able to function. Yeah. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy. Try to bring you some different stuff, you know, different stuff around here. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to the holidays myself. New house, new things to do. First Christmas in this house, so looking forward to bringing that Christmas tree in. I got to get a. Actually, I don't think I'm gonna do a Christmas tree. Like I said, I showed you on Costco what I probably will do, and I got some of the items already. I was a little eager this year. I got like some Christmas stuff already, like major Christmas stuff. So I'm like ready to call to have uh YouTube. Hold on, YouTube. See if my guest is ready to come on. Son's gonna be here. He is. Get ready, y'all. Oh, I missed it. Mm. Uh-oh. Hold on. Yeah. Hold on, y'all. Here they come. Let's see if they pop up. I can't tell it all. Yours correct. Always great show. I appreciate y'all loving the content though. There's a lot to choose from around these YouTube streets. Okay, headed there now. Okay, thanks. Lot to choose from in these YouTube streets, but a few of y'all choose to come over and participate over here with the St. James Show. I appreciate that. And so we have much more stuff that we want to get into um, as we go higher and higher, as they say. Every round goes higher and higher. My guest is on their way. Hold tight. Ooh, there's a breeze now, y'all. There's a breeze in the building. I can see him moving through the trees and through the breeze and through the air. Ain't that a song? Hmm. I think they're getting their stuff together. Mm, 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 mm. When my guest comes on, I want each and every one of you to share the live for me, okay? Do me a favor and share the live. Do that for me. I would appreciate it. Any of y'all dressing up for Halloween? Are you already dressed up? Hmm? I'm not. I'll be at a play that night. And don't forget this evening, right? Send that breeze, Jesus. Come on, Jesus. This evening, I'll be on later on. I'm doing a really late live with the cast of Chicken and Biscuits, who is going to be doing a play here in my city. So we're going to feature some of the actors and actresses that night. What's up, LT? No, never have celebrated Halloween. Yeah, yeah, Halloween is nothing really to celebrate. It's really for children. So, yeah. You looking for a costume now? What you gonna be? You gonna be Medea? Won't you be Medea Ray? I'll be dressing up for Halloween. I make my own car. Okay, get down, Goonies. What you going? Who you gonna be and where you going? That's the question. Who you gonna be and where you going? Are you going somewhere special? Mm. Mods, when my guest comes on, I need you to be on your post. Okay. All right. Darius Cooks.
Oh, you were already live.
Yes.
Oh, you were already live and waiting on me.
Well, no, I was just coming live, and when I sent you that in the middle of it, I was like, you know what? Let me see if
Oh, I
yeah.
didn't know you were. I thought we were scheduling this. I was on the phone. I was doing stuff around the room. I could have been over here. I'm sorry.
No,
I
you're
want to talk to
good.
you a
You're
little light.
good.
Okay. What's going on? That's like a funeral right there. Like I'm in the casket, don't it? It's all right.
It do right there.
I know.
Where you
It's
at?
all
Are
right.
you in the States or where you at?
I am not in the States. I am in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic
Punta
right
Cana.
now. I'm here
Nice.
until tomorrow. Then I go back to Houston. Then I go to London on Monday.
Have you found any good food in London? I
I've never
couldn't
been.
find it.
I've never
Oh, you
been.
never been?
I've never been. This is my first time going. I figured I would do it before I get up out of here and go to Bali. And I already know it's not going to be good. Um, I've heard way too many people say the food is not good in London.
We
But
tried. We looked high and low. We couldn't find anything
yeah,
good.
but here's the thing though. They said there's no good food, and I believe that. But I'm going to go with an open mind.
Okay, good, good.
Yeah, I'm going with
See,
an open mind. So it's my
people don't
desire.
understand what an open mind you have.
They don't. They think it's closed, right? I know. And why would they ever? Where would they get that idea from? I wonder. Um.
Oh, my bad. La there. They're in the chat. I forgot they're in London. Let me not talk about London.
Okay. Well, we'll see. Yeah, I'm going to London. I go on Monday. I get there Tuesday morning. So I've got 15 restaurants lined up. Um.
Wow. For
15,
to do
three a
your
day.
reviews.
3 a day. Yeah, three a
What
day.
made you all of a sudden really because you're heavy on those reviews now. So what brought that on?
It started as like a little something to do.
Okay.
Um, and once I started seeing the checks come from YouTube, I was like, I was
That
like,
put a
oh,
little
what?
something in you. Yeah.
Yeah, I said, oh, wait a minute now. You mean to do what I'm normally doing, which is to tell people my opinion, but do this in a way that makes sense and you make money from it? It's like, why
Right.
not? And I honestly I feel like there's a void in the work. Like there's you've got people who are pretty popular reviewers. They're
Hmm.
popular with certain demographics, right? So you have Chime Time, you have Keep Lee. Not for nothing, those guys are fantastic.
Yeah.
K, what's Roll It Up K does reviews. That's fine, right? They're
Hmm.
they're for a particular demographic. What we don't see is, let's go to 4 and 5 star restaurants. Let's go to places
Yeah.
where there are tinctures and there are clarified milk punches and we're playing with food in such a way where it becomes genius, right? It's not a
Yeah.
meat and two sides kind of place. Not saying that I'm too good for that because I'm not. It's just that I don't see anybody going to those places giving their full honest opinion about the experience. And so,
Yeah.
I looked at the lands, and it didn't start this way. It started with wanting to highlight Black-owned restaurants, but
Hmm.
that got old very fast, and I got completely misunderstood from
Yeah, they
on
gave
both
you a
ways.
bad rap. They like you were really speaking against all, like you were jealous of these black chefs or something, and you didn't
Well,
want
you
them
know
to
what I
succeed.
think? I think it's everybody who does the work, right? They say the same. If you look at the comments on like the Chime Time, you look at the comments
Yeah.
on the Keep Late, it's the same thing. But what I recognize is I'm 42, right?
Hmm.
My
Hmm.
perspective is a 42-year-old perspective. My perspective
Right. Right.
is not, lamb chops with the grits and, the dry parsley on top. There's a demographic for
Hmm.
that, right? That's just not who I am and not what I want to do or who I want to be involved in or what I want to be involved in. So when I recognize that there's nobody doing the work for people who want to spend some money at a restaurant, I was like, boom, there's a perfect opportunity. And it's been proven to be needed and necessary because the views are what the views are.
Right before you did, I mean, maybe a week before, I mean, week after, a week before you did cornbread in Detroit.
Yeah.
Cornbread and
Well, I didn't do
something.
them. You are you referring to the restaurants I went to this time or what I went to
Yeah,
last
yeah.
time?
This one because you had went there. I had went there like a week before you went there, and I really your review was like spot on my experience.
Okay, right. So I went to cornbread. I went to cornbread last year.
Oh, okay.
I,
Was it last
I
year?
went,
Okay, okay.
yeah, I went to cornbread last year, and it wasn't good last year. But not for
I
nothing. The
mean,
people in Detroit, what they're gonna tell you that's not really Detroit. I'm like, honey, she said it's the same airport. Okay, it's Detroit. It's like,
I
well, that's
went to a
outside of
spot.
Detroit. You could throw a coin and hit the corner of a Detroit street from that people restaurant. Calm down. Okay, it's Detroit. We're gonna call it
Went
Detroit.
to a spot called Savannah Blue in Detroit.
Yeah, it's
That
not
was
that good.
decent.
Now,
You
mine
didn't
wasn't
like
that
it?
good. Mm-mm.
Okay,
Mm-mm.
okay.
First of all, it was hard to get to. Ain't you got to park cross the street the thing. They
Yeah,
don't do
that parking was
the
horrible. I'm like, I
parking is
gotta
a
park
fool.
where?
Then
Yeah.
you go upstairs, you got to get in there. They don't tell you have to dress a particular way, so you don't know. So
Mm,
she said, "Are you from out of town?" Like, yes, ma'am, I'm from out of town. Okay, well, normally we let people dress appropriately. You have to dress appropriately. And I think I had on like joggers and like sleek. I wasn't even dressed inappropriately, right?
right, right, right,
I was
right,
dressed casually for traveling. And I
right.
said, yeah, well, I just landed, whatever, whatever. So they let me in, and the food was okay. It wasn't amazing. I mean, you're in
Yeah,
California, so I can't imagine you have
yeah.
amazing soul food in California.
I
But
mean, yeah. Between LA, San Francisco,
yeah, it's
Oakland,
tough. It's tough. I mean, it's some good
yeah.
stuff in Sacramento. It's some decent stuff in Sacramento.
There,
It's
there.
decent.
Sacramento is a like a hidden gem of
Yeah,
good food.
it's decent. It's decent in
Yeah.
Sacramento. But yeah, no, I go to Savannah Blue, and it was okay. It was okay. It was middle of the road, 2 out of 5. It wasn't amazing. It wasn't horrible. It was just okay.
Well, I think I went to another soul food restaurant thing one other day, and that was decent too. But it wasn't like overwhelmingly good, but I mean, it
Yeah, I
was.
mean, these days, man, some places you go to, it's just, it's edible.
Yeah,
It's edible.
yeah.
And my job, what I think my job is to break through and go, okay, this is edible, but no, this is amazing, right?
Right,
So like, this
right.
is really good, and they really have done this here, and they really have set this out over here. Because I mean, some places I go, the shit's outstanding.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
outstanding. And then some places you go, come on, y'all. Y'all could have tried a little harder with this, please.
Now, is the states you found the best food in the states or out of the country?
Well, it's hard to say best, right? Because best is subjective to any number of characteristics or qualities. So it's
According to your taste buds,
well, if you ask me the question, what I would say is there's good food everywhere, right? So
okay,
like one of the popular places that people like to go do reviews is St. Louis, right? A lot of black folks in
right.
St. Louis.
Hmm.
And there are great places in St. Louis and not so great places in St. Louis. But there are some places in St. Louis that I would put on my top 10 list of places to
Mm,
go, right? There's a restaurant called Olive and Oak in St. Louis. We don't
okay.
go there. Black people don't go there. But it was
Mm,
outstanding, right? There's a
yeah.
place called Blood and Sand, right?
Mm,
Black people go, what's that? Where's that? It was amazing. It was
mm,
literally outstanding, right? Super expensive, but literally outstanding. And that's what I mean. So it's like, but then you also have places like, Creole with no splash of soul, or lefties with the fried rice, and then it's just okay. You know what I'm
mm.
saying? So
I have ever since seeing you do your greens like you do your greens. I do my greens just like you.
yeah, I cook them first, cook them
It,
down, and
yep.
season them at the end. And when
Season
you
them at
season
the
them at
end.
the end, you don't lose any seasoning. You don't have to re-season them. It's amazing, isn't it?
My mother had the nerve. She saw me do it. She came over. I think it was Thanksgiving. She had the nerve to ask me, "You didn't do that before?" I said, and when she tasted it, she said, "What you put in here?"
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, because that's with most things, right? Whenever you cook anything, you always have to re-season. Make a pot of
Right.
beans, and season the
Yeah.
beans at first. You got to go back. You have to re-season those beans over and over again, right?
Yeah.
Make a
Yeah.
beautiful stock, right? You have to go back and taste that stock over and over again. So if you wait until the end,
Hmm.
and you season at the end, then you don't have to worry about any of that, right?
It makes sense because it definitely
Yeah,
works. Because I
yeah,
tried it.
yeah.
I tried it and
My
I
little
know.
contribution to helping people out from a culinary perspective.
Listen, I mean, I stumbled upon you one day and I just
Uh-huh.
started, like doing your stuff. I do your cornbread the way you do it, you know?
Cup of sugar,
Yeah,
cup of cornmeal, cup of flour. It comes out perfect every single time.
it comes out perfect every time.
Every time.
Wow. Why are you moving to Bali?
Why not? Right? Um, I had no plans of moving to Bali. If you would have asked me this a year ago, I had
Mm,
zero plans. Bali was not in the picture. Indonesia would had never been a place I would have ever said in 12 months I'm moving to. Ever in life, ever.
yeah,
I go to Bali. I mean, you know the story by now, but I go to Bali and I meet Tommy and we just start talking. And before you know it, it's like he's like my entrepreneur soulmate. You know what I mean? Like my
yeah,
business partner soulmate. It's like we started talking and we started speaking the same language. We started understanding each other the same way. We both move. Well, I'm a little calmer now in business. He's a little bit more. I got to reel him in a little bit.
yeah,
But
yeah.
it just meshed. It just all worked. And so I just asked one question. I said, "Where's the collard greens and the cornbread?" And he said, "We don't have that." And I was like, "You
Mm,
don't?" And I said, "Well, if somebody brought that, do you think it would do well?" He's like, "Oh my God." Oh, and he just lit up. And when he did that, I was like, "Oh." And so we started talking and I started understanding cost and price and
yeah.
process. And
Because you're going to have to kind of ship some of that stuff in, right?
Mhm,
Oh, it's there, but they just
mhm.
don't know about it.
Well, it depends. So when you give me an example of, do you have an example that I can answer for you?
Like sweet potatoes. They got sweet
They
potatoes,
have yams.
they have yams.
They have purple, white, and our orange.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Gotcha. So they have the stuff, they just don't have no soulful flair for it.
Well, why would they? Who eats, cornbread's not a part of their diet, right? They don't have
Yeah.
ovens in
Yeah.
their homes typically, right? So
Hmm.
cornbread is not a common thing. Smothered turkey wings, why would you smother it
Yeah.
in gravy when you grow up eating Indonesian food? There's no such thing as a turkey wing in Indonesian food, right?
Mm.
Um, but here's the thing: the food that they do have is outstanding, right? They have
Mm.
a dish called nasi goreng and mie goreng. It's like a fried noodle with like shrimp or chicken or whatever the case may be. It's outstanding.
Mm.
And you have this for breakfast. You know what I'm saying? So you're eating, well balanced, nutritional breakfast, including carbohydrates, right?
Yeah.
For breakfast. That's why they all look the way they look. And we
Right.
eating donuts.
Right. All day long, every day,
You know what
with
I'm saying?
fried chicken. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think just after having all those conversations, man, and looking at the landscape and praying and saying, God, is this what I need to be doing? And God will show you signs, at least it does with
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
I was sitting in a restaurant called Meta Putti, Merah, Meta, and Putti is Putih, Meta Putti.
Hmm.
And ten
In
thousand miles.
Indonesia,
Yeah, and I was in Bali, 10,000 miles
Bali.
away,
Okay.
out of my business, having lunch. And I heard a song come on the radio on the speaker from one of my favorite artists, Avery Sunshine, right?
Hmm.
And you go, wow, to be sitting in Indonesia, hearing a local independent artist that you love. I've traveled to go see her
Love
in
Avery
concert.
Sunshine.
Right.
Yeah.
So to hear this, and I have her, I'm cool with her husband and Dana. So I
Hmm.
text him immediately. I was like, oh my God, you won't believe. He's like, that's so dope. So it's like little God winks when you go through this stuff and this is God just reassuring you that everything's gonna be fine. This is the way to go. You're gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be good. I mean, there's been a couple more that have happened since then. Like, I had to when I first got there to get the land, we got it from just some random land. We were going someplace else, and I saw this patch of land. And so I told Tommy, I was with him. I said, what about this right here? He said, yeah, let's call. So randomly we call, we go have a meeting with the family. The father comes home. The son's like, you wait till my father come home. The son is grown. The father
Hmm.
comes home. He's looking dusty and dingy in this scooter. I'm like, he don't like he got no money. He don't own nothing. I got to wire him a couple $100,000. It don't look safe to me.
Yeah.
And Tommy goes, oh, he's the police chief of Bali.
Oh
right?
wow.
So you go, okay, God, you mean to tell me you done got me over here 2,000 miles away? I'm scared shitless out of my
Right.
mind. And
Right.
randomly, I'm now renting land and building my restaurant on the property of the police chief of Bali.
Wow.
It gets no safer than that.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So by the time you start putting two and two together, and then the amount of money to be made. I mean, Bali is a tourism economy. People who
Mm-hmm.
visit Bali, especially the area we're going to be in called Canggu, they come from economies of scale. So they come from, China, they come from Japan, they come from US, they come from
Yeah.
Australia, they come from Mexico, they come from Canada, they come from Germany, right? So they're coming from France, they're coming from all these places, understanding that of course Indonesia is cheaper than their local economies, but they're still willing to pay, 80%, 70% of what we would pay for top quality in these particular economies. So from a economic standpoint, you go, well, what's the benefit here when you do a cost analysis and you go, well, we could really run a $10 million a year business, US dollar a
Mm-hmm.
year business
Mm-hmm.
in Bali. And that makes it even that much more, attractive. You don't need, I mean, you could live with the money in your bank account that most Americans have. You could live very comfortably in Bali once you find some
Wow.
place to live. So you don't need a lot of money to live there, but running a business that can make you, that can generate, tens of millions of dollars a year, I'd sign me up. And I'm operating from my strength, right? So
Right.
I'm not building carburetors here. You know what I'm saying?
But
I'm not
it's
glass
interesting you
making.
say that because I remember you saying you never wanted to open up another restaurant. You had restaurants here.
Three,
Right.
three, done
So
completely,
this had to
right?
be God saying, okay,
Well, and I'll tell you, so there are stark differences between running a restaurant in America versus running a restaurant in Bali, right? So,
yeah.
work ethic of the staff, first of all, night and day. I don't have to tell you how the wait staff, front of the house staff, even back of the house staff operates in America. I don't have to tell you this. You can understand how this goes, right?
Oh yeah.
It is
Yeah.
a complete 180 in Bali. You don't have to worry about that. Nobody's calling in to work saying I can't come because my dog had eyelid cancer. You know what I'm saying?
Mm, mm.
I gotta take my cat to get
Right.
a I gotta take my cat to get a vasectomy today, so I ain't gonna be able to. Nobody does that in
Right.
Bali. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They go to work.
Also,
They know the
right,
real meaning.
they
Yeah.
come to work, right?
Yeah.
And they take pride in their work. And then also the other piece of it I think is attractive is the labor cost. Anybody who's an
Yeah.
entrepreneur, you understand that in order to make some money, you got to spend some money typically on labor. That's your biggest expense.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd have to pay a head chef in America at least 70, $75,000 a year, US, right? In
Yeah.
Bali, it's 800, 700, $800 a month, eighty-five
Wow.
hundred dollars a year for my head chef versus 75,000 in America.
I tell you this, you have made a lot of friends, you've made a lot of enemies, but the thing about it, they can't take away. You know the hell you doing.
Always have. Always have. Which is why I think it's so interesting. And I was just talking to my best friend actually before I got. That's who I was on the phone. I said I was on
Uh-huh.
the phone. I was on the phone with Bobby, and we
Mm,
were we were having a conversation, about the same subject, about how it's like, you could say whatever it is you want to say about me or approach whatever subject you want to approach, but
yeah.
at the end of the day, did he lie? At the end of the day,
Well,
is he not brilliant? At the end of the day, did it come out good? You can say what you want to say. And
yeah.
I get a lot of that. I call it confused love, if I could be honest with you, because these people are so invested in my life. They know exactly they know more than I know what's going on. So
Yeah.
sometimes, I
There's
don't
you have channels
I
devoted
do.
to you.
And I don't consume any of that. I don't watch any of that.
Yeah.
I don't look at any of that. There was a time I'm like, well, let me see what they got to say so I can see what I did next. Because I'm like,
Yeah.
how do you even have, the time? Like, so for example, when I first went to Bali, they were saying, because it happened so fast. Like
Yeah.
class was on. I'm giving an example. Class was on Tuesday. The lease for the land was signed on Wednesday. You know what I mean? Like literally
Right. Right.
researched, signed, executed, business contracts. All that had to be done before I could even not I could sign the lease for the land, right?
Yeah.
And the police chief was like, "Yeah, I trust, I trust all y'all, but I want to see a partnership agreement between you and him before I let you have this land, because I don't, I trust Tommy, but I don't want him to get you. You know what I'm saying?
You trust but verify.
There you go. Right. Well, you understand that being in real estate. So
Right.
the first part of it was, oh, he's lying about, he's not, he
Yeah.
didn't meet a business partner. He didn't meet somebody.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you start seeing Tommy a little bit more frequently in my social media. Now they're inboxing Tommy. Darius has a crush on you. The man is
Oh
four
my
feet. The man is
goodness.
4 feet 2, honey. I'm 6'4". The man is straight with a wife
Yeah.
and been dating her for 12 years. Please get out my face, okay? So
Yeah.
then it was like, okay, well, maybe, so maybe he is building something, but it's not. He's not building a restaurant. He's not doing that. He's not doing what he said. Okay, so then you saw the drawings come, right? Oh,
Yeah.
now he's hiding money. It's like every single time, it's a layer, a layer, a layer, a layer,
You
a
know,
layer. I'm just
in the
like,
beginning, when I started seeing a lot of negative things, I started weighing all that because I said, regardless of what this guy is doing, they're going to come out with
yeah,
something negative.
yeah.
And it wasn't about me being partial to you or not taking what they were saying into consideration. It was just like, okay, think people have done things or maybe have some regrets on certain things they've done, but everything they're doing is not bad and negative.
Here's my thing, right? And these are some pretty gross allegations, right? That people
Yeah.
have put on me, like, he's a scammer. He's a. Where's
Yeah.
the indictment? People who
Right.
scam, they get
Yeah.
indicted. People who are scammers do not tell you where they're going.
That's true.
People who are
That's true.
scammers do not show up on social media every single day. People who are running from the authorities
Right.
with an airplane, they just got Lil Durk because they saw he was filed a flight plan to go to Italy. You see what I'm saying? Which was
Yeah.
dumb anyway, because Italy, they got extradition laws, so you bring it right back. Would you go bring me some cheese when you come back, or
Not
some
smart
pasta or
at
something?
all.
Would you?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's like, um, if a person really did these things, where's the proof? Where is
Yeah.
the indictment? Why are the authorities not involved? Right?
Yeah.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
all he does is scam people. All people who
He's
that scam a
scamming the
lot.
authorities so they won't come get him. He scammed the authorities.
I'm on live
If
every
you can
night,
do
man.
that, you are you're great. You're good. You something bad, I
I'm
tell
on
you.
live every night. They don't know he's evading.
Yeah. Yeah.
Evading what?
Yeah.
Then I tell you, I'll ask him, I say, okay, tell me what the case number is for the court case.
Right.
Nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where's the
Yeah.
mugshot? Where's the indictment? Where's the lawsuit?
Yeah.
There's none. And if it's criminal, it would have been gone. It's not civil. Civil, they sue you. You go to court next year. Civil,
Exactly.
I mean criminal. By next week, you done had your first hearing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I get it. You just don't like me, and
Well, I think that's because one of my members, organically, Shanae, she mentioned Tabitha, and one thing she mentioned, she said that you were right on, you were spot on with Tabitha, but only entrepreneurs can understand
well, you got
where
to
you were coming
understand
from.
that was a response to a question that was asked by somebody, right?
Okay.
This was not me just saying, hey, let's have a conversation and then let me just give it to you. A person asked a question.
What did they
What do
ask?
you think? They said, what do you think about Tabitha Brown's partnership with Target, specifically the new air fryer? Because they
Mhm.
know I've been selling air fryers.
At
I
what?
didn't look at that question.
ShopDariusCooks.com. Mods, if you would put that in there,
There you
ShopDariusCooks.com.
go.
Do you have a discount code this week or no?
Yeah, you can still use Target for 44% off.
Target for 44. Sean Inspire. If you can put that in the chat, but go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, no, no,
So
no.
you
So that's it.
answered a
So
question.
I responded to a question. And you have a community, so you understand what happens when you communicate inside your community. I call it the
Yeah.
Pastor Keon syndrome, right?
Right. Right. Right.
Pastor
Right.
Keon is talking to his audience members that go to his church. He's taking care of his internal business. You can speak a little bit freely. You can change up how you act, because you're not speaking to a complete foreigner. You see what I'm saying? I'm talking. Yeah, I know I'm being recorded. I know it's
Yeah.
online, so
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah. Yeah.
not saying anything that I'm going to regret. I'm literally answering a question in my style. And so I guess doing that, They took the soundbite and then ran with it and said that I brought the woman up, which is false. So it's just a bunch
Yeah.
of falsities. And at the end of the day, what I said, I don't take anything back from it. It makes perfect, absolute sense. If you would have done this on your own, you would have made more money. That's all I was saying in response to the woman's question who asked me.
Because I've sat on your YouTube and that bell rings all while you're on there cooking. They're buying, and these are your stuff, and they're
No
not going
middleman.
to Target or Walmart or anything. They're going to shopDariusCooks.com.
And there's no middleman. There's
There's no
zero
middleman.
middleman.
Yeah, yeah. And I've seen you packing up. Yeah, there's advantages, I think, with a distribution. You don't have to maybe deal with it, but of course, that's cutting in your money, though.
And here's what I said. Maybe she didn't want to do it. Maybe she's
Yeah,
fine doing it the way she is.
right.
I don't know the woman. I've
Yeah,
talked to her
yeah,
a handful of times. I don't know this woman in real life. Maybe this is
yeah,
what she really wants to do. And if that's the case, that is fine. And I outlined that, right? Because I don't
right.
know what's in her mind. I've not had a conversation with her about any of this, and I don't care to have a conversation
You
about
wouldn't
any
have
of
a
this with her.
you wouldn't just have a conversation with her.
Not about this. No.
Not
But
about that.
why?
It just yeah,
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 I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
I didn't start it to end up having a conversation with her. I was
Right,
answering
right.
questions. So I don't care. They go, well, did you hear her response to you? She first of all, they said she didn't respond, and they used an old video and put it next to mine and said that was her response. Even if that is the
Mm,
case, I still haven't watched it, and I don't care to watch it because I never said anything to be derogatory or
right,
negative
right.
towards a woman. So I don't
Yeah.
care what you have to say. That was never my
Cause
intention.
they
And oh,
love to say you don't like no women's.
oh, child. And I got a community full of them.
A community full of women.
96% of the people that follow me are women.
Yeah, yeah,
And of the
yeah.
96, I think 97% are black women.
Right, right. Yeah,
Find
yeah.
somebody else to argue it. It's not
Well,
going
when
to
I
be me.
seen it, I didn't even. I think I mentioned. I didn't even think I did a live or anything about it because I'm like, well, you're talking about entrepreneurs speaking to other entrepreneurs, saying, I think this is a better way that you could have gone about it. Now,
Right.
like you said, maybe she did not want to deal with having to get the products out and
Who
having to.
knows? Who knows? Listen, the woman started off as an actress, right?
Yeah.
Struggling, trying to get roles, whatever the case may be. She's had amazing success from the
Yes.
internet over social media. It's been amazing to see her growth and see her do what she's done. So that's amazing. I understand that her lot in life may not be I want to be an entrepreneur. That's
Yeah.
my lot in life, which is why my follower felt comfortable asking me that to juxtapose the two different scenarios. And I was perfectly clear. If they would have kept listening, I was perfectly clear when I said this may not be what she wants to do, but this is what is possible. They leave that stuff out. You see what I'm saying? They leave the rest of that out. So, if
Well,
that's the case, and they go,
Shanae, one of my followers says she's so messy, but what she says is kind of on point. She says, "Listen, she's famous, entrepreneur. I don't know, so I think it's kind of a different thing there. You're an entrepreneur, so
right.
you've created from the bottom
Mm-hmm.
your cooking empire.
Mm-hmm.
She started out as an actress.
Mm-hmm.
She became vegan, and now she had some seasoning and stuff in Target and stuff like that. So I, I'm kind of with Shanae. It's a little different.
I no, I think it is different. I think it is different. And I don't personally, my opinion is I don't care how you get there. Just get there, right?
Get
It
there if
doesn't
you
matter to
can.
me because there's more, right? Just only the atoms because there's more than one way to skin a cat. I recognize that as an entrepreneur. So
Yeah,
just because you don't do it the way I do it, don't make it right or it don't make it wrong, right?
right.
I recognize that that may be your journey. All I was doing was answering the question. And the reality is, because they go, well, you don't have any products in Target. You're right. I don't have any, and I don't want to have products in Target, right? Or
Yeah.
they go, how much money you made from your products? If you really want to know, we can go down that rabbit hole, but you're gonna be very embarrassed real soon when we
You're not
start putting
gonna
out these
like
numbers.
what you hear.
Yeah, you're not gonna like the result to that, the
Yeah,
answer to that
yeah.
question. You keep on. So and what I said was absolutely true. And I'm not taking any of that back. Plus, in a moment of being authentic with my audience, I would die on the heel of you judging me in my authenticity than me being fake, so that I could be accepted by you. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right, right, right,
Like
right,
for
right.
me, I value having the conversation with my audience, and that conversation, you've been on my live streams.
Yep.
Those conversations are true, they're authentic, they're natural. I will die on the heel of authenticity because it's gotten me where it's gotten me, versus saying something that you want to hear because that is going to either make you like me or make you accept me. To the degree in which I need to alter my speech to be accepted by you is the degree in which I disrespect myself for
Right,
not
right.
being true and authentic. And I'm not going down that road. I'm not doing that.
And I think that's why people have taken to the ones who love you, love you. The one who,
Sure,
and
sure.
sometimes your delivery is not for everybody, but you're kind of that to the face. This is what I mean. I'm not putting on any airs. This is just who I am type of person, which a lot of people can attract to instead of
Mhm.
being fake.
But I
So
mean, isn't that the reality from all influence and content creators, right?
you would
If
think,
Yeah, I'm not for everybody. Everybody's not for me. The
yeah.
next content creator, there are people, and I'm just going to use these names. Doesn't mean I have anything against these people, but the
Hmm.
next content creator, like a Chime Time, there might be an audience that's like, I like him. Might be an
Yeah.
audience that's not for me, right? You
Right.
keep Lee, or you just go down the line to famous content, La La Milan or whatever. You just go down the
Hmm.
line to people who are that we know may not be there, and it should be okay. I don't follow other content creators. Well, I have a couple, but I don't really
Hmm.
follow other people. That don't mean I don't like you because I don't follow
Yeah.
you. I'm just a
Yeah.
little laser focused, and social media could be too much at times. I make my living
Yes.
on social media, so
Definitely.
I know that. So I limit what I look at and what I see, and it should be okay for me to say, you know what, this is not for me. This is for me. This is not for me. And I'll tell my people all the time that follow me, if what I am doing no longer serves you, find someone or something that does.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't make yourself miserable.
Right.
You
Find something that serves you because I'm not changing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
changing. Yeah, that's not happening. So you should probably find something that works better for you.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, I followed you. There's a few chefs that, aren't really in your corner. You're not in theirs. You don't really care for them. What do you think that breakdown comes from? Do you think it's just, is it jealousy? What
It's
is it? I
it's
know it sounds so
it's 100
elementary to say that, but
it's 150% rooted in blind envy.
mm,
150%. I have
mm.
seen it play out over and over again. I call names, right? So
Yeah,
there's a chef.
that good. Call names. Good,
Yeah, I
good.
call names. There's a Chef Tyler Thomas out of Atlanta.
Okay.
Super talented guy, but he makes the same food over and over again. Alfredo,
Mm.
wings, same shit, right? Lamb chops, steak,
Hmm.
the
Yeah,
grilled
yeah, yeah,
chicken.
yeah.
It's the same stuff. And when I was looking for chefs for my last Dining with Darius Cooks tour, I reached out to him.
Yeah.
And he said that he would do it, but I have to pay him $175,000 a year,
Mm.
right? And I said, well, you're a sous chef. Honey, sous
Oh,
chefs don't make 175,000. Head chefs don't make $175,000 a
right.
year. You see what I'm
In
saying?
Vegas.
Right. So that doesn't sound right to me. So I let him go about his merry way. When all the things happened and Clubhouse was a thing, he did quite a few clubhouses. Is Darius Cooks going about it the right way? Is there a different way? I
Mm.
mean, I was the topic of many, many discussions, right? Who's in my inbox asking me for tips on this, for tips on how to get growth? Who's in my inbox? Who was in my inbox asking me? He had did a little restaurant where he had partnered with somebody, and he had done everything. He had a lobster in a costume outside trying to get people. He
Oh
done
Lord.
everything, and he could not get anybody in that restaurant.
Mm.
He's lost money. The restaurant's gone now because he couldn't figure out how to make it
Wow.
happen. So I think what happens is that, I'm not a chef at all, never claimed to be a chef at all. But what happens is that people look at your level of success, they
Hmm.
juxtapose their inadequacies against your level of success without comparing the journey you took to get there.
Preach
right?
now.
You
Come on.
can't look at what you see as a result and not look at all of the things I had to climb in order to make it to the top of where I am. This is why I'm so confident and so bold in who I am. And I know that drives you crazy.
People are
I know
intimidated
you
by
went to
confidence.
culinary
Yeah.
school. You
Yeah.
went to culinary school, but I make a better vinaigrette than you. You see what I'm saying?
Mm.
You went to
Mm.
culinary school, but people are watching and making my recipes more than they're making yours, right?
Mm.
What's the difference here in all of this? It is blind envy. It was people who don't recognize that, gosh, the reason I'm on his ass so much is because he has something that I intrinsically want
Right.
and don't know how to get.
Mm.
I've
And
seen
some
it play
things
out.
can't be.
I could name these chefs in Atlanta by name. I've seen it
Name
play
them.
out. I'm not
Name
going to. I name one. One is enough. Look, I'm already in enough trouble as it is. But I'm just saying, I've seen this over the years. I've seen this play out. Chef Sammy Davis, who was in Atlanta, but I think he's gone from Atlanta now, right?
them.
The
Mm-hmm,
the
mm-hmm,
the, the guys who opened up the Breakfast Boys and the Geechee Gullah restaurant in College Park, same thing, right? These are
mm-hmm.
all people out of Atlanta who looking at me going, how his restaurant stay packed? How he got a line? What is he doing? He ain't no chef. He ain't this. He ain't that. Listen, it's the anointing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what else to
It's a
tell
different
you. I ain't
level.
did.
Yeah.
I'm not so special. It ain't because I'm so good.
Yeah. Yeah. You have people who are so successful in singing and preaching things that, and they haven't been to seminary, and they haven't been to. They don't
And the
have a
people that
vocal.
have are sort of upset. And to that, I say, you the Bible is you have to work out your own salvation. You
Yes,
see
you
what I'm
do.
saying? You can't
Uh-huh.
look at my
Uh-huh.
journey and be blindly envious of my journey when you haven't done anything with yours. What are you doing with what God gave you? You
Yeah.
can't be
Yeah.
upset with me because I have bloomed where I was planted,
Yeah.
and you let them put fertilizer, the weed killer on you, and you died. You see
And
what
you
I'm saying?
sat there and accepted it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I don't come from that sort of environment where I'm just gonna sit back and let the status quo go. And if that's a problem for you, that's a problem. But that typically is what happens from a lot of chefs. And I do have a lot of chefs who still, who are very much in my corner
Mm-hmm.
and people I could definitely call and parlay and stuff and have a good time with. But as a matter of fact, I tend to roll solo for that very reason.
Yeah.
I
Because then
enjoy
when they say, when they were saying, "Oh, he stole the recipe," you can't be friends because then you stole the recipe.
what recipe did he steal? You
Right.
what could somebody come up with? You ain't made this before. I started this career thinking outside the box. That
Yeah.
that cornbread cake with the mashed potatoes and the fried chicken on top with the fried chicken sprinkles, that's mine.
Mm.
I posted that first. Now all of a sudden, the girl in California, she did it for John
Mm.
Legend and them, and somebody else did it after they saw me do it. The cornbread cupcakes with the mashed potatoes on top and the chicken and that's all me. I started thinking
Yeah.
outside the box. To this
Yeah.
day, I'm still thinking outside the box. You can't hold me in. You can't box me in. I will out create you every single time.
Yeah. Yeah. And I love it because people call it arrogance or whatever, but it's confidence. It's moving, and and really taking advantage what God has given you the
It's
anointed to
only
do.
arrogance when you're not confident in yourself. It's only
Yes.
arrogance when you lack self-esteem. That's when it becomes
Yeah.
arrogance. Because
Yeah.
you can't say that this is arrogant or whatever the case may be when it's a great idea.
Yes. Yeah.
What did what
Mm-hmm.
did what did
Hmm.
Kamala say? Great ideas are great ideas. It don't matter if
Yeah.
it's come from the left or the right. A great idea is a great idea,
It's a great
right?
idea. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
upset because I came up with a great idea that you didn't think of first.
Mm.
Get your weight
Mm.
up. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get your weight
Yeah.
up. Then you will be fine. So,
Who's that one female one that's always talking, saying something? She's a female chef.
are you sorry? Is it the kitchenista?
No,
Oh,
she's
Sonny
kind of,
Anderson.
she a stud kind of.
It's got to be it's Sonny Anderson. Oh, Chef Carmen.
Yeah.
Oh, child. She's a lost cause. This thing is a
Oh.
lost cause. You understand me? She is a lost cause.
Mm, mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's where I am with things.
Man, that's amazing. But listen here, you taking all that criticism, all that hate and all that and building an empire in Bali.
Well, what I learned is that you could do a couple things. You could sit here and let them beat up on you,
Yeah.
or you could say, "Let me be smart and figure out how to turn this attention to a couple of dollars."
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's all I've
And
done is I
yeah,
figured
you
out.
you you turned it to quite a few couples of dollars.
And we'll continue. It ain't gonna stop. As long as they
Double
hate,
tap
I'm gonna continue.
double tap the screen for me, everybody, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. That up there says that red. Just hit subscribe. And shop Darius Cooks.com.
Yeah, that's the site.
And if you use the discount code Target at the
40,
end, you'll get 40%
44%.
off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so make sure all these saints over here and all my people grab you some. They say your knives are out of this world.
All of it. I don't sell BS. I don't sell BS.
And that's all you were saying
Yeah,
was,
I got too many people following me to sell BS. You know what I'm saying? So I don't sell
yeah,
BS. No, no BS.
yeah. And people get their items.
They they say, oh, TC. Hold on, let me let him know
Uh-huh.
hold on.
I ain't gonna hold you too much longer.
No, you're fine. They waiting on
Yeah.
me for dinner. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh. Did I cut you off? What did I do?
You're black. Are you
Okay.
back? I can't see you.
You can't see me?
Mm-mm.
I see you.
You see me?
Yeah, let me see. I cut the camera back around. Now I'm cutting it back on me.
Still black. Is it still a black screen? Everybody put a one
Mm-mm.
if it's a black screen on Darius's side. I think it's still a black screen. Maybe you have
Sorry.
to.
That was him. He had FaceTime me and I declined the
Okay.
FaceTime. So it probably threw me off.
Yeah, that you're still a black screen. They
Oh,
said. Yeah.
sorry, y'all. I don't know what to do to fix it. I'm sorry.
It's all right. Well, I mean, can you drop and come right back?
I
Or
could try, but I do
okay.
have to get to dinner.
Okay, no,
Um,
okay. Then we'll clean up right now. I don't want you to have to wait for your folks to wait. I
yeah,
appreciate you. Thank you for just dropping through Impromptu Darius Cooks. Make sure you guys go to shopdariuscooks.com. And it is and everywhere you're Darius Cook, right?
yeah, everywhere
Instagram,
is Darius
YouTube,
Cooks. Yep. I'm everywhere.
Facebook. Make sure you guys go there and support him and give him that like, subscribe, share, and buy those products. All
There
right.
you
Thank you
go.
so much, Darius. You can go
All
ahead
right,
and click
man. You're
off. Thank you,
welcome. I'll
man. We'll
talk to you
talk.
later, man.
All right. Have a good one. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you, Darius, for coming through. Did y'all enjoy the impromptu conversation? Uh, kind of getting into the mind of Darius Cooks. I know, he has folks on this internet that just don't like him, but we all have that, and it's just what it is. It's just what it is. So we have to take the good with the bad and try to make sure that the good outweighs the bad, and you just continue to flourish. And I like what he said. I mean, you have to use what God has given you to the best of your ability. So, I mean, we heard what he said a little bit about Tabitha Brown. I think that got blown into something that possibly it didn't have to get blown into. And like you said, he was saying that video wasn't even a video, her like response video. It really wasn't a video. He says it wasn't a video from a recent video. It was something that they put in there because I don't know. I don't know. I appreciate y'all. Oh man, it's 4:30 already. Oh my goodness. I gotta go, y'all. I have to come back later. If you would like to support the show, make sure that you support at $ the Saint James Show. That's $TheSaintJamesShow, or just Saint James Show. Yeah, we love Auntie Tab. Tabitha, she's good. I think in his mind frame, it was the whole don't give Target all your money, Tabitha. No, don't do it. Don't do it. I think that was the issue because he does all this, sells all these, all these great products, pressure cookers and your cutting boards and pots and knives, and he does it himself and keeps all that money in house. But again, like he said, maybe Tabitha didn't want to deal with it. Maybe she wanted, just to be able to say, y'all go buy it, give me my portion, and I'm good with it. But I think in his mind, he's thinking as an entrepreneur, like, Keep that money. Don't get that money to them folk. But hey, maybe as we go along, she'll get that momentum and she'll start saying, listen here, I'm giving Target too much to this money. So maybe I need to pull back on some of that and I do it myself. So yeah. Yeah. So, you know, well, I mean, everybody, but K Rich, everybody needs advice. You can never be so you may have a niche for something, but getting someone else others' perspective doesn't say that you don't need to get their perspective. And it doesn't mean that it's not going to help you in some kind of way. Does she need? Probably not, but it's probably good to listen to someone else's advice that has gone that road that you're on. I've sat on Darius's live, and that bell rings continuously as people are purchasing this and that and this and that and getting off the lives. And he's made $200,000 off of one live with people. But when you think about that, if you make $200,000, $100,000 is going to the company if you have like a Target or something. So that was the mind frame that he was trying to say. And it was just like you said, just off of a question someone asked him. One of his followers asked, what do you think about the collaboration between Tabitha and Target? And he gave his opinion. And but like he prefaced and said, maybe she did not want to deal with having to put everything out. Me myself, I'll deal with it because it puts more money in my pocket as an entrepreneur. Yeah. Okay. All right. K Rich is speaking for Tab. Okay. K Rich is Tabitha's spokesperson today, making a piece of that big apple Target's making up. Yeah. Yeah, she's getting a piece of that apple that Target is making, and I think that's the only thing that he was saying. Yeah, and a lot of people already have even their opinions on Darius is their opinions on Darius. They're not going to sway. They're not going to move. I think a guy that Veil guy, he used to. I think him and Darius used to be in a relationship, and he says that he got done wrong by Darius. So a lot of his lives are Darius hate. And listen, people are going to do that. We have other content creators who focus on other content creators as their content. They're going to continue to do it regardless of when they say they're not. That's just going to happen. So, but everything that people do is not totally wrong all the time. Delivery wise, people may not like delivery of some things, and that's understandable. But to Darius' credit, he has quite a following. I can see how he doesn't necessarily need Target. No, you don't. He doesn't. Yeah. But hey, listen, to each his own. Yeah, to each his own. I mean, but like I said, we have to consider that it wasn't, I don't, that's why I think that's why I never really talked about it. I heard about it, but it just didn't seem like a huge story to me. And I heard kind of what he said on one of his lives, where he was coming from. And I'm like, well, people kind of took that out of context because that's not kind of the heart. He may have said it, but they wouldn't get my money. Oh, she's stupid. I wouldn't give him. That's a way of saying it, and but I don't think it was a totally dig at Tabitha. Like she's just, why in the world would she do that? Like listen, wouldn't be the way would do it, but yeah. You have a cyber trick, you're probably gonna be booted out of here. I'm glad you guys enjoyed, but I appreciate each and every one of you for coming through and stopping through. Man, the feedback we got back on the Abyssinian church, oh, that was crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. But I'll talk about that a little later on. But thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. We will see you if you're up late. Hang out with me again late tonight. I'll have the cast of Chicken and Biscuits that are playing at the university here in the Black Theater. It is a famous play. Now I know it sounds weird, Chicken and Biscuits, but Don't that sound just black? You know. Anyway, thank you so much. Thank you, mods, for coming through and securing the doors around here. I appreciate you. All right, have a good one. Peace, everybody.